Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the channel. Guys, we're talking about this weekend whether or not you should summon. We have Beelzebub on the banner, so this is going to be a tough call. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so I just want to put my point of view on this. We do have some new heroes coming up, and I'll pull those over right now. They're going to be on prospector.gg if you want to check them out. All you have to do is head over to the homepage. Right at the top, you're going to see a Dracula image, and if you click on that, it's going to bring you to a post that's going to show you these images of these heroes. You can click on them, it'll bring you to their kits if you want to go and check them out yourselves. This is something where you can actually take a look at what's all here without having to depend on anybody else. You can make a decision on your own, and I think it's going to be really valuable going forward. We also have the attributes in here as well. If you go down to class specific right here, you can see how they compare versus the highest in that class, or you can compare them to overall. You want to check out the awakenings at the bottom right here. Smashing Canes is going to be working on getting the BP numbers up for these heroes, and the ratings and the video, and also the gear sets. They're not going to necessarily be filled out for all these heroes quite yet. I'll be working on that as we go along. But anyways, that is those 4 heroes, and if you want to check those guys out, head over to prospector.gg. They're right up there for you. That being said, with knowing that those heroes are coming for the Dracula Collaboration event, and it's going to be a pretty big deal. So a lot of the times I like to suggest that people hold on to their summons for these new heroes coming up. As of right now, it doesn't seem like there's anything too crazy out of the 4 new heroes. They do seem good, they seem unique, they are well welcomed, I would say, for the most part. Are they overpowered? I don't really know if they're overpowered yet. I haven't had a lot of time to test them. I do know that they're decent though, because I did check out Dracula himself, and he does seem to be a really good unit, and he does bring some very, very unique abilities into the game. I think they could do a little bit of work on him, but for the most part, they are very good. Now, how do they compare to our hero Beelzebub? The myth and the legend, right? The cultist faction hero here has a lot of really unique and, I want to say, valuable resources and utilities about the hero. It is a mage. It does bring inspiration. It brings crowd control. It has like this whole vortex effect going on. It does do slows. This hero is really good. We're even putting up magic vulnerability. There's just so much going on with Beelzebub that it has become more and more valuable as time has gone on. The new Matrix boss, Beelzebub, is very amazing. And I want to say for Arena, Beelzebub is pretty amazing. We have Beelzebub being amazing in GVG. It's, for the most part, really end game kind of things that you're going to struggle with. I would say Gear Raid 1, 23, and 24 are pretty essential to have Beelzebub, and that's just for that massive crowd control vulnerability and everything that's going on with the hero. So with that being said, guys, I think you should try for a Beelzebub. You know what I would say is try to get yourself at least 1 legendary on this banner, and especially if you're in the late to end game, if you don't have Beelzebub, it might be a good idea to try to pick yourself up a Beelzebub. It really depends on what you have cleared. If you manage to get Gear Raid 1 24 done, and you're not really struggling on Matrix 1 too much, or you don't think that Beelzebub is going to make that big of a difference there, it's very good in the Malric trials as well. There's a lot to consider, but if you're not struggling without Beelzebub, maybe I would suggest that you pass. The reason being is because a lot of events come around these new heroes when they do hit. So, and they also have like summon this many times, summon that many times, and you got a lot of extra rewards coming out of the event hall and the Oracle trials as well. There's a lot of reasons to hold on to your summons and try to hold on for these events that are coming up. Now, we do also have Beatrix on the banner, and she's not worth skipping over. The hero has like global range on the ultimate, and with the new combination with Release that was just released, when she goes global range with her summons, Velisa's summons can follow them around all over the map. So you're basically taking Valise's all of her summon damage and adding them onto Beatrix's whenever she's in her ultimate form. It's a crazy combo, and it is really hard to not have. I personally did not pull Valise, so I could see from a perspective where not having these two heroes together really sucks, because it looks like a lot of fun. I played with them on the test server and I thought it was amazing. I tried really hard for Valise and it just didn't happen. I do, however, have a really good Beatrix, and Beatrix has come into handy many times for gear dungeons, gear raids, you name it, any kind of event stages coming on. Just like taking Idril and putting it on overdrive, essentially, is what you're doing here. All she does is she summons these Dream Eaters. The Dream Eaters go off and they go to the nearest enemy unit and they start attacking it until it dies. That's just what happens. It's a relatively quick ult. Well, I mean, not really too quick. It's 20 seconds. But the real issue is that even though it's only 800 cost, it still takes some time to get that ultimate going. So a lot of stages, it's hard to really cycle her fast enough. Unfortunately, she is the esoteric faction. Fortunately, she is in the esotericist faction, and that helps with a bit of the raid regen. It's still not crazy though. Cultist faction, if you want extra damage per hit, basically. Yeah, the hero is really good. Now, for the epics, none of them are really worth mentioning too much, with the only exception really being Amani, and that'd be really for the early game. Speaking of early game, what do we do for the early game players or the free-to-play players that are struggling right now with a lot of the normal content like Gear Raid 1, Stage 1 through 18s, or any of the Gear Raid Stage 1 through 18s, the lower end of Gear Dungeons? If you're struggling with legendaries, it might not be a bad idea to try to pull on these 2x events, or if you just really don't mind waiting, wait for the heroes to drop, because we do have a new limited exclusive coming up that's going to be Lady Mina, and that's going to be a guaranteed summon in 200 summons, and that could help you out a ton. We also have the surprise invocation of spirits. Get one random legendary hero upon summoning one during the event. This is a one-off offer, so when you finally do hit pity, which is you probably will, you're gonna get yourself a free legendary hero when you hit a legendary hero. So that is not a bad plan. If you're just trying to stack up on some legendaries, you could very well decide to do that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the website and what's going on here. You may have noticed that there hasn't been a lot of new updates to the website, and that's because I'm working on a staging site. I'm working on prospector.gg version 2.0, and I wanted to bring this up to you guys so you know why I've been so busy. This is what I've been doing the whole time, working on the website on the back end, and videos haven't been released as often. I do have plans for a way better user UI, being able to customize your profile, doing things like that, adding the hero rosters, considering the ability to add gear sets to your account, and then possibly in the near future being able to figure out some kind of damage calculator and best build for you if you don't mind adding your gear sets one by one, or your gear pieces one by one to the website, because this is the only way that I'm going to be able to retrieve them. I cannot inject code into Watcher of Realms actual PC platform or mobile platform for that matter. You're gonna have to enter these all in manually, but it can give you a relatively good idea of what you should be trying to build for. But I did want to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what the hero guides are going to kind of look like here. They're going to be a little bit different. So when we go into the hero guides here, you can see we have a similar kind of setup here where the talents are shown, the skills are on the right side. We do have the hero on the left side with the name, identity up top, a different UI up top right now. We'll see if that sticks. But I'm also adding the ability to have mouse overlays. So they're basically tool tips in a way. So if you hover over the class icon, it'll show you that it's a mage. The damage type icon is going to show you that it's magic. The factions icon is going to tell you what faction it is. When you hover, you can actually click on it on your phone or touch it on your phone as well. And then a 5 out of 5 or whatever rating that hero has. For the tags, we're going to be bringing in the tags into the mix. Now, one of the biggest things that I'm going to be adding into this new setup is going to be the talent or the skill tree glossary terms. What that is I'm able to add glossary term per hero and make them have a overlay tooltip like this. You can see solar mode says the mode infused with the might. The mode infused with the might of the sun, excelling in dealing with a large number of enemies. Could be more custom, but it will be for certain things. So if I kind of scroll through here, see if I can find another one. Yeah, solar flare deals 270% AoE damage up to 15 enemies in a wide front area. This is going to minimize how much space the skill tree is taking up on the website and make it easier for you guys to kind of navigate. Okay. It's also making it easier for me on the back end. I've learned a lot from web development, and in this process, I've been able to figure out the best way of doing things here. And it's taken me a long way, or it's taken me a long time. And at this point, I want to remake the original website just for that reason, to be consistent with me being able to add heroes, add updates, add game news, whatever I need to add, and adding new tools being a little bit easier to do as well. Because as of right now, the way the website is set up on the back end on the original homepage, on the original website, is a little difficult to deal with. It functions, it works, but it could be a lot better, and that's what we're working on. We can also go to the attributes. You can see how the hero image is going to stay, and it's gonna be showing me basically the same thing that we had on the other website, where the stacks or stats will stack up against other stats. Pretty straightforward. On the awakenings, we're going to be able to put a key on one of the awakenings and highlight it, showing that that awakening is going to be the key awakening, the one that you should try to shoot for, the one that has the most bang for your buck when it comes to awakenings on that hero. And then the builds will be on there eventually, ratings will be on there eventually. Video guides might be a little bit more interesting. I'm still deciding on whether or not I want to have it just with my videos, or if I want to start integrating other users' videos that they want to post to that hero. That's a good possibility that I might be doing that. I might just put like one video up there for mine and then have like a list of videos from other content creators. I want you guys to be more involved. The ratings tab might end up being a user ratings tab, like a real one. You'll be able to go in there and you actually be able to vote for your heroes' ratings per stage in the game. So that could be a lot pretty interesting as well as builds. There might be some user builds kind of integrated into the website, enabling you guys to add your own custom builds while I cover more of the generic builds, or I could just go for the top build. And that could be the thing that I go for. I think that might be the easiest way to do it, is where I indicate that. Speaking of the builds, I'm going to be adding information per gear slot. So weapon, breastplate, bangle, amulet, and the ring, I tell you the main stats and the substats per slot that are going to be best in slot, okay? And there's going to be a much better visual to show you exactly what we're dealing with. Now there is some other things I could kind of show you. We have a gear sets page here that it has been updated. You can search for the gear set you want to find. I also did new images for all these. I had to make these all by hand. And then we have, you want to organize by 2 pieces, 3 piece, or you can organize just by tier 3s, tier 2s, tier 0s, you know, just whatever kind of way you want to organize that. And then going into those gear sets, if I want to say I want to pull a Cataclysm set, we do have some new information going on with this. We're going to be adding the farmable locations, the suggested hero classes that should be using these gear sets. There might be, or eventually I'm going to be adding the ideal variants as well. So whatever variant could be possible, we'll be adding that in there as an option as well as on the build guides as well. But anyways, guys, I want to do one more thing. I want to just talk to you a little bit about Smile One. They do have events going on all the time. You can top up with Smile One at any point. All you have to do is go to prospector.gg, click on that Smile One banner on the top right. It's a little tab, sticks off to the side. Or you can just head over to smile1.prospector.gg. This helps support me, the community, the Discord, the channel, the website, everything that I'm trying to do for Watcher of Realms and you guys. and I appreciate any kind of support that I can get. But anyways, I'm looking forward to the Dracula event. I don't know about you guys. A lot of these heroes would be nice to have. I know I'm not going to get them all. There's going to be a whole bunch of heroes kind of coming in pretty quick and hot-winded. But I'm still excited about the events that's going to be surrounding them. Anyways, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out prospector.gg. Join Discord if you have any questions. But anyways, that's it. I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.